We are all supporters, and we come from Liverpool. Allez, allez, allez.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 11 of our Liverpool career mode, and today on Trophy Hunter we have got Aston Villa, and then we've got Luzern in the Champions League, a game that if we win we'll be pretty much through to the next round, or we will be through to the next round. And then we've got Manchester City in the league, so a couple of tough games here and a couple of important games, though we'll see about Luzern. We played a lot of kids and we beat them real easy, so we'll see how that goes. But we got Villa first. Barty says he would like to play, and we'll keep him happy, and we'll get him a game here. Where is he at? Up to 79 now, moving up in the right direction. Hover will keep, because these guys are going to be rested come the midweek game, so we'll let them play for now. But let's jump into it. Liverpool, Aston Villa. Let's see if we can keep it going in the league. Salah doing well. Zip that into Barty. So he's backtracking as well. A moron. It's Mane. We got a couple of players forward here, and can we zip that into Mane? It's a lovely ball. Mane takes it down, and it's a great finish. And an early lead here at Villa Park. It's 1-0. And that is a scrumptious ball into Mane. Look at that. Just chips in. He takes it down superbly and hits it right into the corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. And an early 1-0 lead here. Lovely football. It's Trent. He zipped this ball forward. He can. Salah is well onside. Salah, can he slip that into the box? He's going to get it back post. Mane! Oh, it's a great save by the man in goal. It really is. Did well to spread himself there. And unfortunately, we can't double up the lead here. Right on the half-hour mark. Finds Henderson. A nice ball in. Here's Firmino, just waiting for a run. He finds Fabinho. Oh, and he's hit the post. Villa hanging on by a thread here at the moment. It's a lovely save before. And then we hit the post there. Firmino waiting for that Salah run. Salah gets on it. Salah zips inside. He finds Henderson, and it's in the back of the net. And the second goal has been coming, and it's finally here. It's 2-0. Added time in the first half. Villa have it all to do now. They've had a tough time bringing it forward. A lot of possession for them in midfield, but bringing it forward is their issue. We've done it really well here. And Henderson, the captain, firing it into the back of the net. And we're 2-0 up. One more on. It's Henderson. Back to Firmino. Does really well. And Barty's making a really good run. And Barty, oh, it's a great save. Made himself big enough. And Barty, a bit close to him, couldn't slip it around him. Forward is Chamberlain. He's just come on. Holds on to it. Not sure how. He gets around. He's got pace, and he slips it in. And oh, what a finish from Chamberlain. Those were his first touches. First time he collects the ball, he scores. That's a brilliant goal, and that should be game over. Villa really poor going forward. He gets a bit lucky to skip away from that. But look at this finish. Look at that angle, and what a finish. In off the post. In that corner. That is a ridiculous angle and a ridiculous finish. If he would have passed that, it should have been a penalty. He's bought down there, but a third for us. It's 3-0. Villa in a bad spot. Oh, look at that from Origi. Brilliant burst of pace. He just skips by him, and can he get it to Barty? He can, and Barty slides it across. It's 4. Sadio Mane with the goal. Brilliant football. Origi tore that man apart as he zipped into that space. Let it off for Barty. Barty could have had an attempt here, but all alone was Sadio Mane at the other post. An easy finish for him. And we are 4-0 to the good. And after this game, I think what we're going to do is change a couple of the computer attacking sliders, mainly because they're offering nothing going forward and haven't for like 5 or 6 games in a row now, so we'll up their passing a little bit as well as their shot power and see how that changes everything. More nicely done. Gets it through. Shaqiri takes a touch, and oh, he smashed the post. It's going to come back to Origi. Can he get it into him? Not quite. And twice we've hit the post now and haven't put it away, but it's come to Origi, and what a save that is by the goalkeeper there. He in the net. Oh man, a couple of really good opportunities there and a couple of close calls. One more. Here's Chamberlain. Can we put the icing on the cake? Goes out of play. It's a corner. I'm going to try and put this directly in the net. Didn't think you could do that. I'm also using the wrong type of player, but just blasted that over there. Mane's going to get it. It's going to come to Heaton, and that is going to be game over. Casual 4-0 win. Not a lot coming forward from Villa, and we're going to change that right now and see if we can get opposing teams to be a little bit more crisp coming forward. And we'll see how it goes. As you can see, 2 shots, 1 on target, and they both came in that scramble. So only one time down the pitch did they ever get anything toward our net. So we'll see as we go forward. That's normally the issue. The issue with the sliders is that it's very difficult to up the defense on their end when it comes to making the teams better. Making the computer defend better. It's very difficult to do, but we can make them attack better and we can make them more dangerous. Matip is upset that he's not playing as much. Completely fair. I'm going to play him and Lovren in this upcoming game, I think, because Lovren would also like to play a little bit more. But if we win this game, as you can see, we're 8 points out of Napoli with 3 to go. If we win this game, we're through, which means for the last 2, we can fully rotate players who aren't getting a ton of time and get them in on those things. So let's take a look really quick. Settings, ultimate. Alright, so we'll do this. We'll do shot error a bit lower, pass error a bit lower, shot speed a bit higher, pass speed a bit higher, and we'll see if that makes them a little bit more crisp coming forward. One thing I do need to also do is, I believe I can mess with it. First touch error. We'll have to lower it considering their touches are going to come in a little bit harder. Matip is upset he's not playing. I know. Still have a place in the squad. Barty. No problem. Influential performance. You did good, lad. You did good. So let's jump into this. We are going to fully change the team around like we did last time. 11 changes coming for Luzern. They're not very good. An offer from Ireland to manage. That won't come until after we've done our 5 teams. We'll attempt to go for the World Cup. So we'll run in our white. They'll run in their blue. And a fully rotated side coming up. So we'll get Vargas in. Brewster up front. On the right, Shaqiri. There he is. And then the back line will fully change as well. Matip, Lovren, Hover, and Larouci. Where is he at? Larouci. We'll get Curtis Jones into the middle. I really like him. He plays nicely. I'm going to bring... I want to bring Herbie Kane onto the bench this time. Glatzel can come onto the bench as well. Origi can stay there. Adrian can be in goal. Vandenberg can come onto the bench. Adrian in goal. We want to get 2 more in midfield. We get Wijnaldum, who's upset that he's not playing enough, which is fair. And then we can put Keita or Milner there. And that'll probably be that. And we'll go about it that way. So we'll do Milner. And then we can bring Keita on if we need to. So let's jump into it. A fully rotated side. Let's go. Sit into space here. Nicely done. It's one more on. Is Larouci. Doing really well here. The youngster at left back. I was at the game at Fenway when he got hurt by Gananon, and he's set up the early goal here. It's 1-0. Shaqiri with it. And an early goal. And we beat this team 6-0 last time. And with probably, you can argue, a worse off team than this. And we're already 1-0 up. All alone is Shaqiri right at the penalty spot. Easy finish for him into the corner. And after 4 minutes, we're 1-0 up. Nicely done, Shaqiri. Zipping forward here. Gets it back in. One more. Lovely football. It's Shaqiri on. He wants a second, and he gets a second. Just lofts it over the goalkeeper there. It's a lovely finish. And we're 2-0 to the good here after a half hour. And another beating on Luzern's hands. You can just feel it, though. The sliders are working a little bit better. You can feel them going forward a little bit and doing a little bit better on their way there. But on the back end, it's difficult to really make them better back here. We can try upping the marking just a touch. If you up it too much, it's easier to get by. And then we're going to try upping the goalkeeper ability as well. And we'll see if we can make these games a little bit more even. That's decent. Oh, and it's a lovely ball across, and it's a great ball that time, and it's 2-1. And they've pulled it down, or they've pulled one back. He's done well to get away from him there. Good ball in. It's another second ball, but as you can see, the pace of the shot a little bit higher there. He's just smashed that into the net, and Guti gives them a little bit of a lifeline. Still feel we have the goals in us, but they're going to be a little bit more threatening. It's a lovely ball forward. Is he onside? Sure, he is onside. It's just left over there, and no one's going to step up on him, and it's 2-2. And we are back to being a little bit even now. That ball out there was wild, and he's done really well with it. But then the ball comes in, and nobody steps up. Nobody steps up on this second ball here, right here. I'm not sure where Matip is going. But he's opened up that space, and just before halftime, we're level at 2. Slides it into Keita. Here's Keita bursting forward. Keita doing so well. Made it into the box here. Keita. And Keita, they've let him run inside. It's a good save, but they cannot stop the rebound. It's Wijnaldum with the goal. We're 3-2 ahead. And we still have a little bit of a game of our hands here, but we are ahead, which is obviously the most important part. 3-2. Wijnaldum with the finish. Keita doing so well. He zips inside here, and nobody steps up. That second center back doesn't step up. Has a shot, and it, fortunately for us, falls right to Wijnaldum at the back post. He smashes it first time into an empty net. We're 3-2 ahead here. About 25 minutes to go. Serbi Kane, can he get it forward to Vargas? He can, and he is zipping forward. And if Brewster can get in behind his man, doesn't look like he's gonna. And then he gets there just at the end. It's 4-2, and that should be game over. 85 minutes gone. Brewster grabs the goal. And it's lovely stuff. It's a great ball out here to Vargas, and we're just waiting for Brewster to break off. And that couple of touches inside has done it. As the center back just breaks off him there to try and clog the gap, I guess. But he can't do it. And it's 4-2. 5 minutes to go. Should seal us qualification into the second round. Keita just zips by him. He's just going to keep on rolling. Look at Keita. A couple of tackles have gone by him. He's doing so well here, Keita. Slips it into Brewster. Brewster looking for something. Had that ball to Keita. Didn't quite get it. And Keita turns. Has it blocked. It's going to fall. It's come to Shaqiri on a hat trick. It's a good save. Going to hold on to it here. 30 seconds to go. Can we possibly get a fifth? As it zips in, Milner turns. Lovely ball out to Shaqiri. Shaqiri gets it back post, and Vargas is going to get the goal. And that is some scintillating football that we're playing there. It's going to end 5-2. A minute after time should have been blown. We were still flying forward, attacking, playing some lovely stuff in the middle there. And Vargas finishes it off. It's a nice ball. That's a great run, great ball, and ball back post. Goalkeeper's never going to get there. And a 5-2 victory here, which means we're off into the round of 16. We've qualified, regardless of what Napoli have done. Though if PSG beat Napoli, they would have also qualified. And the group will be done after just the 4 games, which is pretty crazy. It's Napoli draw with Paris. So they're still technically in it, but really you feel that Paris can just beat Luzern and be on into it. Why didn't Fabinho play? Competition is good. Don't you worry. An overall great performance from Jordan. The Power Cube. They played, well, they're not as good as us, obviously. We won 5-2. But they, coming forward, it is a little bit better. So one thing We are going to change. I'm proud of you, Dahan. I'm so proud of you. All right, so forward, we're going to go into the City game, but one thing we are going to look at changing is just the defense. What I'm going to do is up the goalkeeper ability just a touch, and I think we'll be on this difficulty for just a little bit. We'll see. Obviously, that team moved forward a little bit better. They scored 2, though we did play a weakened lineup, so we'll see how this goes. But hopefully, upping the goalkeeper just a little bit should be okay. So we'll go down. Goalkeeper ability. We'll up him just a little bit, and we'll see how that works out. But let's jump into it. We're fully fit. Players leaving on international duty. That's all right. And forward, we're gonna go. Let's jump into this. Manchester City, Liverpool. In real life, you feel that this is the title decider, or well, yeah, title decider is probably right, and that will hopefully be the case in real life. We'll get some wild games, but let's jump into it. Liverpool, Manchester City. Trent comes in and takes that away. It's a nice ball forward. Fabinho on it. This game is going to be so open. One more. Firmino. Can he get it through to Mane? He can, and Mane's onside. Mane has to take it a little bit wider than he would have liked, but what a finish by Sadio Mane. It's 8 minutes gone. It's 1-0. A brilliant finish, and you can just feel how much better the other team is with the passing up. But this is some finish. Look at this goal. Ooh. What a finish that is. This game has been so open to start, and you cannot play open against this front three. That is some finish. It's a ridiculous finish, really. Should have no right. But we're 1-0 ahead. One in the middle there by Havertz. It's a good header. It's going to come his way. One more out wide. Here's Salah. And Salah cuts back, looking for a man. He finds it. Oh, and it's a great save. Is Salah onside? He is. It's 2-0. And we are all over City defensively at the moment. They leave huge gaps at the back when they come forward. The wingbacks push on, and they leave huge gaps. And then they do the simple things like give the ball away. It's a decent hit by Henderson, and Salah stays onside. I thought he might have been off, but he wasn't. And a 2-0 lead here on 20 minutes. It's not a great ball out by Van Dijk. Coming forward are City. David Silva inside to Jesus, and decent save. Their first attempt, though they've been getting into really good positions with their movement. Find Salah here. It's one more. Havertz just well to push into that space. Can we get it forward? We can, and Mane's going to get onto this, and we are playing some brilliant attacking football. It's come across Salah. It's in the back of the net. It's 3, and City are just making poor mistakes. This feels like the Champions League game from a couple of years ago. 3-0 up on City early on in this game, and look at this football. There's just too much space. Kyle Walker's just letting Mane run on him. Angelino nowhere to be found. Laporte definitely isn't keeping up with Salah at the back post, and 30 minutes gone. We're 3-0 up. Such a poor ball. One more. Can we get it through to Salah? Salah is through. Salah is going to get away. It's Rugani chasing. It's 4-0, and there's no chance and him keeping up with Salah, and we are killing this team. Jesus. They're leaving such massive gaps. And this is the issue, because we up the passing, and when you up the passing a little bit, the moves become more and more fluid. There are a lot more passes, and the wingbacks push up a little bit, and everybody slides up, and the line is high, and when they give it away, there are just massive gaps. Here comes Havertz. He slips it in. It's Firmino. It's not the greatest of touches. He turns, has a pop. It's in the back of the net. It's 5-0 after 40 minutes. It's 5-0 after 40 minutes. I'm not going to change the difficulty unless we play some of the smaller teams. This is, when you play the smaller teams, is a little bit more, or it's less open. That's why playing the big teams is always resulting in games like this, because they play so open, so expansive, and we can take advantage of that on the break. As you see, we've done it multiple times. It's 5-0 already, and we're not even at the half. Zipped in. Lovely ball there. It's Bernardo Silva on it. Great ball across, and there it is. There's the goal. It's 5-1 as we're about to enter halftime here. Crazy amount of goals happening here. So it's a good ball up and one more across. Nicely dealt with as well. And then gets to it before Alisson does. David Silva. It's 5-1 here. Wijnaldum looking for that space. Finds Fabinho. He's going to have a pop and well wide. In this game, really, the second half has just been, everybody's been on cruise control, kind of just waiting for the game to end. 20 minutes to go. Hooks it into the middle, Alisson. Collects. Not the greatest pass out. Wow, that could have been a bloody red card. Unbelievable. And it's come to Aguero, and it's a decent save. He should be doing a little bit better, but did you see Fabinho there? What a ridiculous tackle. We get it through to Mane. And Mane zipping forward. Mane's got himself some good pace, doesn't need. It's a good save. And the rebound blocked away. A corner to come in. Just 2 minutes of added time left. And we are going to cruise away with a 5-1 victory. We'll hold off on changing the sliders mainly because I feel that this is just one of those things when we play big teams that it's a bit more open. So we'll see what happens when we play some smaller teams. I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to be filming a Watford episode as Salah grabs his hat trick. I didn't even realize he had a third. We've had so many hat tricks lately. But we'll see. I'm going to try it out on the Watford career mode, which is going better than it should be. So we'll see if things even out over there, or maybe we're just really good. It could also be like that. So we'll see after another couple episodes if we found the right mix. Van Dijk, of course, brilliant as always. Doing well. And excuse me, and then a hat trick. As I didn't even see the hat trick. But Salah with a quick half-hour hat trick, it seems. Wijnaldum thankful for being a part of the team. Thanks for putting me back into the team. I don't mind missing the occasional game, but I really need to play or I just can't be at the club. Don't let it get to your head. But he has been playing a little bit more lately and doing a little bit better. But as you can see, 3 points ahead of Chelsea. In a decent spot, of course. We're going to check the rest of the table. We just beat City. We'll see who our challengers are. They tend to switch around as they go forward. And if FIFA fixes how things go, Leicester up to third, which they are in real life. This seems like a pretty realistic table outside of Manchester City at the moment. If City were swapped with Chelsea, this would be a really realistic table. So it's nothing huge at the moment. In this career, it's going pretty well in that regard. Let's see what we're going to play next episode, or who we're going to play next episode. We're going to be able to go ahead and make some changes for the Paris game so we can play some people who don't normally play too often, but we've got Palace and Brighton sandwiched around that. And we've got City in the Cup. God, we've had a really torrid draw in the Cup, haven't we? Well, we got Hull, Tottenham, Hull, City. It's pretty difficult. But then our December is jam-packed. Got City in the Cup, of course. We need to get through that. Bournemouth, Watford, Napoli, we can rotate. Everton, West Ham, Leicester, Wolves. No tough teams in here, but obviously very close. We'll have to make some changes. And then it lessens a little bit in January and February and so on as we go forth. But, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.